everybody. This is Lorraine.
And Jennifer.
And this morning, we're going to talk about cause marketing, societal marketing, social marketing, whatever it is you call it, but marketing for programs and projects that are outside your core business but make a positive impact on your community.
First, I would say that's just so on point with listing all the different ways that we call the same thing in marketing. We just like to always spin it different, like, oh, it's this. But yeah, when I think of cause marketing, I think of things that a brand wants to get behind because it's has meaning to their business. And I also think of doing something good, not just because you're making money out of it.
Absolutely. And I think as a business, as you start looking at where you want to spend time in the community. There are lots of ways that you can choose to do that. And you can do it because it's something that you personally are passionate about. You can do it because it's something that the people that work for you are passionate about.
Yeah.
Or you can do it because you see a need. And it should, though, be, I think, partially a business decision. Yes, it is carving out some of your revenue to support a project, volunteering.
Hmm.
Those things are good to do, but they are also good business if you do them well.
A community type project. I know we were recently approached yesterday with one, and it might it's likely not going to be, I'm gonna make this like ton of money, but like I really could get behind what they're doing to help other people. And I'm like, okay, I'll give up some of my expertise to help those people because they really need it.
Well, and one of the things that I think a lot of business owners forget, and particularly smaller business owners, at the corporate level, there are other calculations, but at the small business level, when you're serving on a board, when you're volunteering your time for an organization, you are meeting people. And when you provide your services at a discount or for free to that organization, the people that you're meeting are going to see what you do. And if you do it well, other opportunities will arise.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the trick here then is, how do you use that in order to use it in your own marketing tastefully without it being oh, hey, look at me. I did all of this stuff.
Absolutely. But I think one of my favorite examples, and I is Ben and Jerry's in 2016 introduced an ice cream flavor called Empowerment,
Hmm.
and it was created. They sold a lot of ice cream. Don't nobody get anything wrong there. They sold a lot of ice cream, but they also carved out money from the proceeds from that ice cream to fund programs to get people to vote. It was a voter registration, voter awareness. And on the surface, it has nothing to do with ice cream, but they were passionate about the cause. They were connecting with a lot of people and introducing a lot of people to their ice cream. At the
Hmm.
same time, they were making a contribution to something they felt passionate about.
Yeah, yeah. I have two examples, two clients. One client is a painting client, and they directly say on their website for however many meals, I think it's 49 meals they donate for every painting project. So when
Wow.
you're getting your house done, you are also giving back and giving back to someone that does give back.
Mhm.
So there's meaning behind what they're doing. It's great one. And then another one we recently, so there was a tornado that went through Whiteland, and we have a client that has a heating and air business there. And, they took to immediately, what can we do to help? They had generators going for people with no power that were able to come over and charge their phones and simple little things like that. But, they're pushing it out on organic social media. Hey, we can help in this, and this ways. Here, they went and collected gift cards to give back to other people. So they took a tragedy and turned it into, okay, this is how we can help.
And they genuinely, the thing that made that work was the things that they were doing were genuinely helpful in the moment. And it established them as a person who cared about their community. And that's
Mhm.
when these things work really well. When you select something that isn't a fit with your brand or feels like, now how much of that is actually going to that charity? When you start raising those questions, then it actually can backfire. But let's pretend that we're not even going to talk about the people that maybe don't play well, and just really talk about someone who genuinely wants to do this. I still think as a business owner, you need to decide. You need to know, you can't just stumble into something by accident. You need to decide, this is a cause I care about. I'm going to support it, and this is what it's going to cost me to support it. Because even if you're giving like your time, the heating and air conditioning guy or the painter that goes out and does that, there is a cost associated with having your staff on
Yep,
site at that event,
yep,
having your administrator keep track of it. And
yep,
I'm not saying don't do it.
yeah, but there is a cost. There's a cost associated with everything. But I also think of the mental, like, I feel like, you know, a lot of people, and this is a great thing, they wanna do something with meaning.
Mhm.
They're tired of doing it just for the money. They wanna do something with meaning, and so if you give them that project of, here's something with some meaning behind it, and then, like you said, do really well at it, and then, you're meeting other people, that's like combining a lot of things.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of research that, generations in the workplace, and a lot of the research is pointing to um, younger employees making decisions not just on the company that's going to pay them the most or have the longest vacation. They want to know about some of the things the organization is doing in the community. Where are they? And so for some of your recruits being able to say, we always participate in the Indie Do Day, which is a day in October where everybody in the city kind of goes and participates in volunteer projects.
Yeah.
Or we work once a month, we go here and we provide these services, or we manage these websites for these organizations and we don't get paid, whatever it is. If your mission aligns with their mission,
Mhm.
you're more likely to attract that employee who says, yeah, that's a group of people I want to work with. That's an organization I want to be a part of.
Because they care, so they're gonna care about me.
Yeah.
That's almost internal marketing is what
Mhm.
we're talking about there, and then it can be used externally as well. Um,
Absolutely. If you're doing good in the community, don't hide it. I'm not saying be obnoxious about sharing it, but I think you said, one of your the painter was sharing photos on social media.
mhm.
Let people know that you guys do those things, that you are active, that you're engaged,
It's
that there are things that you participate in.
Yeah, it's in their social media, it's in their email marketing, we do a monthly newsletter, and it just becomes part of the newsletter, here's how we gave back. Some other fun stuff they've done is just, like, shown up in a hot day in a ballpark with popsicles. And
Yeah.
then, they have the Elite Pro painting there, but they're just handing out popsicles.
Mhm. Yeah, honestly, the difference between putting a sign at the ballpark with your logo on it that's there costs you X amount of dollars, right?
Right.
You can take that same money, drive your truck up, put your employees in branded clothes, and hand out popsicles. And if you ask me which of those two is going to have a bigger impact and be more memorable, I'm going with the popsicles every day.
Yeah, it works.
So I'm going to tell you that if you're thinking about maybe adding cause marketing component to your marketing, if you'd like to brainstorm some ideas, if you'd like to think about it, go ahead and book an hour with Jen or I, and you can find it at digitaltoolbox.club/office hours. We'd love to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. Or maybe there's like a different topic, just like, hey, there's this weird situation, like, or it doesn't even have to be weird. It's like, this is my particular situation. What would you do? You can book time with either one of us. So,
Absolutely. We'd love to chat.
all right, take care.
Week.